Ladies, gentlemen, and knights of the Nerd World Order, this is the Nerd World Order spoiler-free review of It, Chapter 2. Now, as a nerd, there are 4 things that we look for in order to determine if a movie is good or not. As nerds, you can get a nerd flag, or the movie can get a nerd flag for every element. We look for acting. We look for action. We look for special effects, because when you're a nerd, we want to see some good special effects. And last, but most importantly, there has to be a good story. Because as nerds, we've seen novelizations remade into movies. We've seen comic books get made into movies. We've seen remakes of movies we've seen before. Everything where the story has to deliver and give us something great that we haven't seen. Each category, or each nerd criteria, can earn 1 flag for a total of 4 nerd flags. So, let's get into this Nerd World Order spoiler-free review of It, Chapter 2. Now, even though I'm a 90s kid, I have to admit that I didn't see It when it came out in the 90s. I missed that train completely, which is probably why I wasn't as excited as everyone else when the 2017 remake came out. I did watch the 2017 remake, and I did enjoy it, but I did stream it at home. So I didn't get that big theater effect, but I was very excited to see this newest installment, Chapter 2. Let's talk about the acting. The acting delivered. James McAvoy delivers in possibly every role that he plays. Sometimes he has to carry a movie, and in this case, he had some very, very important carrying to do. Now, Bill Skarsgård as It, that dude delivered. He came through. He was creepy. He was funny. He was exciting. Skarsgård came through. Now, they had a supporting cast of Jessica Chastain, Bill Hader, Isaiah Mustafa, James Ransone, and of course, Jay Ryan. All of them were the losers, and they all were basically cliche, boring characters. Let's see, I would say that some of them were comedic relief. Comedy was great. They did a great job with comedic relief. Overall, 1 very strong nerd flag for the acting in It. Let's talk about the action. Now, the action brought it in this movie. Action was exciting, edge of your seat action. Best way I can describe it is I skipped the gym this morning because my glutes were tired from some scary ass, butt clenching excitement. Thorough action, scary action, edge of your seat in this movie. There's really not much I can say except to say if you're going to a movie to be scared, if you're looking for some good action, It Chapter 2 is a great movie to watch this weekend. Special effects. As a nerd, we've seen good special effects, we've seen bad special effects, and this movie has some great special effects. Look at it this way. Pennywise, as a character, is absurd. Way outside of the boundaries of what would be considered rational. So they could have gone really crazy with the special effects, which may have created a state of not being believable. They didn't go that far. They showed many forms of Pennywise, which scared the heck out of you, but they didn't go too far. They didn't make it unbelievable. They made it just creepy enough to keep you involved in the movie. There was never a point in the movie with the special effects where you say to yourself, oh my god, this is so stupid. So, overall, the special effects in It Chapter 2 were great. Skarsgård played It perfectly, and there was a great blend of the special effects. So, that's so far 2, actually 3, very enthusiastic nerd flags for It Chapter 2. Now, as I've stated before, the most important part of any movie has to be the story. Yeah, we were going so great. You could tell I was excited about this movie. I was enjoying the movie, and it just went on and 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 on, and the story just didn't deliver. The story was convoluted. The story had a lot of cliches, and at points, it was boring. Now, the story started off great, and I was really excited, and I was like, man, this movie's great. And it kept going. And then they used a cliche where they Scooby-Dooed it. They literally did the Scooby-Doo where someone said, hey guys, let's split up. That way we can cover more ground, and we have to split. They split up! Everybody knows you don't split up in a horror movie, but they did. I hope that's not too much of a spoiler. these dumbasses split up. So that was the first problem with the story. Another cliche. Whoa, love story? You hit me with a love story in a horror movie? Yes, it's cliche, but we didn't need it. I thought the actors and actresses did such a great job. The story was going so well, you didn't need to try and cram a love story into it. It wasn't necessary. It was dumb. Now, one thing I have to say is that they did a great job, the director, of time shifting in this movie. There were parts in the present, there were parts in the past. They explained things, they basically added in things that weren't there before that helped you understand the dynamic of the characters. Great job with time shifting, great directing. I think the director did what he could with the movie, because I felt like at some point this movie was just going off the rails. It was going way too long. It was getting boring. So, great job to the director. Now, there was one huge part about this movie that I didn't like. There were parts in the movie where they said, this is really important, and I have to tell you this because it's going to help you defeat it. What? What did you say? I don't know. There was so much mumbling in this movie. I had no idea what was going on in certain parts of this movie. So you get no nerd flags for the story in this movie. Story was slow. It was convoluted. There were too many cliches. Blew it. Now, I hope you do go enjoy this movie this weekend. It's worth watching if you're looking for action and jump scares and suspense. But if you're going for a good story, save your money. Go watch something else. Don't know what to tell you to watch because there's nothing good out right now. But do not waste your money if you're looking for a good story. If you're looking for jump scares and excitement, this is your movie. Hey, Alan, where did you get that shirt? IamNWO.com for all your Nerd World Order shirts, hats, keychains, etc. Anyway, so 3 disappointed nerd flags for It, Chapter 2. 3 nerd flags sounds great, and there were great elements in this movie, but this movie was hard to sit through. It was very hard to watch because it was slow, it was convoluted, the ending didn't make much sense. Oh my god, the ending? Psh, okay. But you will watch it this weekend, you will be scared, you will jump, there will be parts you enjoy. So, until next time, ladies, gentlemen, and knights of the Nerd World Order, I am NWO, we are NWO, and let your nerd flag.
2.